Capricorn. I'm here to give you a once in a blue moon supermoon series wildcard read straight from the hip with lots of lip. And we are looking at what is going to be coming in for you with the lunar cycle that will be kicked off with the blue supermoon in Pisces on August 31st. And we're not going to waste any time. We're going to dive right into it. Bottom of the deck energy. You're dealing with some kind of temptation here. There's something that is dividing your attention. You got a very important choice to make, right? You're going to need to really rely on your wisdom in making this choice. Do be aware that you have people around you that might be working, working both ends to the middle, to get to the goal they want to get to. They might be kind of spreading some dissension between you and somebody else in this situation. We definitely see two people that are supposed to be unified, a unified front, are being divided from each other by listening to outside opinions in this situation. You may have, somebody, a couple people that you're already a little suspicious of in this situation. People that are maybe smooth talkers, you don't totally trust these people. You feel like they're kind of riding both sides of the fence. Yeah, look at this. We got cats. There's definitely something secretive going on here, all right? Might involve a few women. There's something here that's being used as bait, okay? That's what I got. There's something here that's being used as bait. It's like a lure, okay? It's a lure. But with that card, it could have something to do with the message too, okay? Maybe somebody's intentionally trying to set somebody up with a message. That's interesting. Maybe try to make this person feel like, they're on their side. Okay, let's have a look at this. What's coming in here? Give me an overarching theme so we can kick off this energy and then dive deeper into it with the tarot for Capricorn here. What's coming in, what's going to be illuminated with this Pisces supermoon on the 31st that's going to kick off this next cycle, next lunar cycle. All right. Okay. This is something that's going to create the opportunity to move forward on something. Okay. I feel like this could be business related. It could also lead to a new home, right? A property could factor strongly in this. I see there's like this geographical piece here. I feel like somebody's going to go on a trip, all right? There's something that needs to be dealt with above board in this situation. I feel like there's been a lot of like hidden elements involved or too much secretive action, like behind the scenes. Maybe you've been preparing to move forward with something. It's been kind of on the down low. Maybe you know that there's people around you that are kind of trying to like suss out what you're doing. This could be very much in relation to some kind of trip, some type of move. I feel like this move energy, it takes courage to do this though. There's something you have to like really face squarely here. It might be a trip that leads to a new home as well. All right. There's a sense of adventure in this. It's something that's a little out of pocket. This opportunity may come through a man. Okay. May come through a businessman. May come through somebody who, is kind of putting an offer on the table where they're like, I can make all your wishes come true. Okay. This could be an investor, somebody who wants to invest in you. All right. It does have something to do with wish fulfillment here. All right. And I see that there's something that needs to be looked at really plainly in this situation. This is kicking off a brand new cycle. I got like travel light. Okay. Travel light. Travel light. There might have been something that sort of came in around this initially with the new moon. I'm just noticing that dark moon there that came in, that new moon in Leo. So that gives me an interesting timing here. Look for this to kind of like really be illuminated for you. I feel like this is going to be developing. There's some kind of like news or information that comes in with the Pisces supermoon on the 31st, but you don't really move forward with this thing, I get, until the next new moon in Virgo that comes in on September 14th. Okay, so there's like this little window of time here as things develop. There's also a lot of this is kind of being kept sort of like hush hush. It's being kept on the down low. I feel this has a lot to do with strategy. All right. Strategy for some kind of wish fulfillment here. Let me go ahead and, yeah, there's some kind of keys here. You know, there's some kind of key that opens up a new door of opportunity. And this very well could have something to do with a love relationship, something getting its second wind, okay? Something getting its second wind. I see that with vigor. You know, this may have been somebody, there was an ending in this relationship in the past. Haven't been with this person in a long time. Some kind of sudden change comes in that brings the past into the future. You know, we see that there's that unicorn there off in the distance, and you know, now it's like reunited and it feels so good. Maybe it was a long time getting here. Something looks like it's been a real struggle. Something looks like it's been a real challenge. It's been a test of patience. I just got test of patience. This might also be moving in with somebody. It might happen very suddenly. There might be something that requires you to move quickly, okay? This could be keys to a house. I do see there's like a house that's prominently, very prominently figured here. But there's also like things being done quietly, you know? Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of devil energy here in the mix, okay? There's a little bit of devil energy here in the mix, a little bit of devils in the details. You know, the thing with the flame is, yes, this is devilish kind of energy, but it's more like a means to an end. You know, it's like what's done here, it may be a little bit, you know, off the cuff, but it needs to be done that way. You know, this brings somebody into alignment, okay? And there's some kind of burning up of old karma that is being done here that's bringing somebody into alignment, all right? That's what I got. Let's do a cut of the deck on this, and then we're going to go ahead and we'll pull out the tarot. Yeah, this has something to do with the secret. This is like strategy. This is big time strategy. Somebody knows what they want. They want all of it. They want to eat all of it. They want all the reward. This is somebody who's, Ted just shook his head. Yes, this is somebody who's very like self-motivated. It's all about what they can get out of this situation. Yep, and here's this person bringing this temptation, okay, with the snake right behind it. I like how that validation comes in. This could be somebody born in the year of the pig or the year of the snake in Chinese astrology, or the year of the rat. You know, this could involve somebody in the year of the rat as well. We see somebody's ghosting the situation here, all right? Maybe to run off towards something they're tempted by that offers the promise of, you know, a big cash payout. Could involve a Taurus in this situation, all right? They may see this as their happiness with the sun to the queen, okay? Got hawk medicine here. So there's messages from spirit around this, all right? I feel like this is somebody sees somebody as their empress, all right? Somebody sees somebody as their empress. We got a lot of horse energy here, as there always is. There's also cat energy on the board. So a lot of Chinese astrology coming through in this situation. Could be somebody born in the year of the horse. Could be people born in the year of the cat in the mainframe. Could be a Sagittarius. Could be Leo energy involved in this situation. Yeah, that's what I got so far as possible characters involved. Let's dive deeper into it with the tarot. Let's see what we get, Capricorn, okay? All right, tell me about this situation, this strategy. What is this strategy? What's being plotted here for Capricorn? What is this energy? It sounds like you need to be strategic, okay? And it sounds like you need to keep some things under wraps. There's definitely temptation. There's a love relationship in the mainframe. I also see like somebody's like potentially ghosting a situation. Like they might be really like just like bailing ship. There's also kind of this piece too, like beware of theft, okay? I don't know why that's coming in, but it is. So let's just, and that could be theft of a lot of things, all right? If you got like some business aid, yeah, there's definitely a devilish component here, and this is your energy, all right? This is your energy, but isn't it interesting? Because in this card, of course, we have these two people here, and they're kind of like chained together. It's kind of like you know, the ties that bind, okay? There might be somebody trying to skip out on some kind of binding agreement, all right? Binding contract, all right? Is coming in. So let's, woo, got some cards flying here. Something that can't be seen right now. A loss, a potential loss on the horizon with the 6 of Wands coming up in reverse on the floor. What do we got here? 3 of Swords. Yeah, a loss of security that causes heartache. This could be somebody losing a home. This could be somebody losing a coveted position. This could be somebody who thought they'd sealed the deal, realizing that it's not going to go the way they thought. All right. Somebody's taking a loss here. Yeah, this is going to be a big burden for this person with the 10 of Wands here. This may be really burdening this person right now. They may be really worried about this. They may be stressed about this. They may be trying to figure out how to handle this situation. Look, there we go. There's the choice again, the Lovers. All right, this is definitely like a choice is being made in some love relationship. It's very burdensome. Somebody feels very much in the dark here. They feel like there's this weird competitive vibe. It's causing a lot of heartache, okay? It's threatening their security. They're feeling very uncomfortable about this. And they also feel like there's a lot of illusion cast here. They're not really sure what the truth is. There's a lot of confusion in this situation. It's got smoke and mirrors kind of vibes, okay? And right as there's all these like smoke and mirrors, here comes, you know, this element. Somebody's approaching with a romantic offer, Knight of Cups. There's a communication coming in around this. It could be a water sign energy, any significant placement in the chart. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's some kind of communication coming in from this person. This person may even want to travel to see you, travel to connect with you. There's the arrows of love firing off here. This could potentially be a Pisces energy. Maybe things have been on hold with this person up to now. Now all of a sudden there's some kind of movement, some kind of communication. Potentially heading toward a King of Wands, okay? Or this could be a King of Wands that is making an emotional offer. They've been on hold up until now. They haven't been taking action up until now. They needed to get a different perspective in this situation. But I feel like communication is going to start to pick up. You'll probably get a communication from this person that comes in sometime around the blue supermoon, all right? Right, to close out the month, all right? But I feel like there's a little delay before it really moves forward. There might be like some planning stages kind of like developing. That's what I feel. I feel like in about 2 months, like after this whole process, it feels like a process. There's some kind of strategy being put in place. It might be around a move, some important move, okay? I feel like love is in the mainframe here. And there's also this piece about secrecy, you know, needing to keep things on the down low. There's a lot of worry, stress, and anxiety about this for somebody in this picture, okay? It's causing a lot of stress. Maybe this person is, you know, wanting to move somebody out of a stressful situation. They see this. They're coming in as like a guardian, you know, like a protector kind of energy. There seems to be like some kind of financial holdup. That's what I feel in this situation to move things forward, though. There's like, this person's working really hard right now. Whoever is preparing to advance this King of Wands energy, they're working really hard right now to put certain things in place, you know? I feel like they want to make an offer, but they want to have something to actually offer. Like they feel like they don't have something to offer yet. They might be really worried about this too with this 9 of Swords, okay? And they feel like there's just so much stall out here. Like it's been taking so long for this thing to move forward. And they see that there's, you know, there's a need to like fend off some people in this situation. Maybe they feel fend off other suitors, okay? Fend off the competition. This really has like love story all over it, okay? I do see aspects where there can be like that piece too, just in terms of, you know, business. It is a general overview where we're looking at all areas of life. So I feel like if we're looking in terms of business, this is, you're working on something, you want to move forward with it. There's potentially an investor that wants to come forward and make an offer that can move things forward. You might be entering into negotiations with this person. You might not want to sign on the contract until certain stipulations are met. Maybe you got burned in the past, in past business negotiations, or maybe your work got ripped off in the past, or there was something that really went south in the past. You felt ripped off. You want to make sure you protect your rights in this situation. You want to make sure you don't get taken advantage of again. You're really like standing your ground on this in negotiations. There may be a high level of stress around this, especially because it looks like the money could be very advantageous. There's something you're wanting to move forward toward. You do need to protect what's yours, though. I feel this very strongly. It may take some time to hash this out, but there is like a moving forward, okay? There is a moving forward, and there is progress here with the 8 of Pentacles. There is progress in moving forward. Yeah, I mean, they're sitting pretty when everything gets negotiated here. Big Empress energy, okay? So this is really being in a position of being abundant, being in a strong position. Everything's growing, you know, from where you're investing your energy. Very fruitful, health on point, feeling good, looking good, thriving. This is not surviving. Whoever I'm looking at here, at one point in both matters of finances and in matters of the heart, you were in survival mode. You are not in revival mode, but you're about to be resuscitated. That's what I got, okay? And there's somebody coming in to resuscitate. It's this King of Wands energy, right? I think they feel passionate. I think they also feel purposeful. And they're coming forward from an emotional standpoint, right? The offer they're making comes from an emotional place. I think this person, like, they took a fall in the past, you know, this person that's approaching, you know, they had some kind of loss, and it's almost like a redemption point. I feel this very strongly. You may have even dealt with this person, okay? And you might feel like it's a little fishy for them to come forward. You might not trust this offer, especially when you first get the message. We do see there's a progression of the energy, though, because this is actually like moving forward with the Knight of Cups. But I feel like when you first start talking to this person, you're gonna be kind of suspicious. You don't totally trust it. They could have a strong water sign placement in their chart: Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, okay? But obviously, you know, enough unfolds where I feel like you do move forward, because we got that 8 of Pentacles, which is about working, you know, something actually working, right? Something actually working, right? I do feel like there's opposition in this situation. There might be a lot of other people involved in a romantic situation. This could be like a lot of people have their eyes on the same person, and so it's creating like kind of a competitive vibe. Okay, this person, I feel like it's the Empress energy, might be very much in this space, like, you know, I'm holding off all offers. You know, this person wants to be in a really strong position. This might be causing the person who wants to advance to feel super stressed out. Like they might really be like losing sleep over this, worried about it. If you are somebody that you've been working on really building something, don't lose your focus now, okay? Don't lose your focus now. You got traction, don't lose your focus now. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted, all right? It's not that you can't stay open, you know, to what approaches you, but I think that you need to be mindful about not getting caught up in stuff that's going to take you off course. I feel that very strongly. Let's do a cut of the deck energy here. Hermit, look, knuckle down, okay? You need to knuckle down to see through your plans, what you had planned to do for yourself. This is what I feel. I feel like you're in business mode right now. There's something that you're planning to do business-wise. There's some moves you're planning on making. You might have some really great ideas. You might be somebody that is like an entrepreneur. Maybe you're launching something new. You know, you're moving to the next level. You're on deck for a promotion. Maybe you were passed over for a promotion the first time, or maybe your first run out the gate with like trying to do a business of your own. It just kind of fell a little short. Now you're like revamping things. It's like a relaunch kind of moment. It's got that kind of vibe, okay? I think there's something you've been working on. You need to definitely protect what you're working on. Don't talk about it. And also be aware of how sometimes people can distract you, all right? They can come around just to distract you. And I'm not saying it's like people do it intentionally, although sometimes I think they do. And in this astrological climate, certainly, you know, there can be people out there doing just that, you know. They don't want you to have the focus that you need to really see this through, all right? But I think you just need to kind of put on the blinders right now. Don't lose your focus. Keep it in the right place, you know. The world is your oyster, but it requires that you really follow through with this, right? So see this through, and give all the other stuff a rest with the Four of Swords, okay? Because the love is there with the Ace of Cups. Look at that, to the King of Cups coming after it. All right, the love is there. It's coming in, all right? But it's sort of like, look, there will be time for that. Right now, I'm going to go off into my moon energy. I'm going to create. I'm going to build. I'm going to stay focused on where I'm going. I'm following my heart. If this is legit, this will be here. This will mature. We know this energy is going to mature. We know it will. It comes in as a Page of Cups, okay? And it goes from the Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups to the King of Cups. This love offer is legit. It's going to come in, and it's going to come in with commitment. This person is willing to be committed to the process. But I'm getting this very strong piece here that this is not to be rushed. I feel like this develops over a couple months' time, okay? A lot of messages, a lot of talking to each other, you know, a lot of hearing each other out. And Ted says yes on this, all right? But you cannot lose focus of your work and what you're building right now. Because if you do, you're screwed. Do you see here? This Knight of Pentacles, we know you want to harvest, like you want to get a big uptick in your financial profits with what you're creating for yourself right now. You got an idea, you got something you're invested in, you are working on something. It is important to you. Your financial stability is important to you. And this may have been, maybe, you know, you had a big reversal in your life. You had a big loss, you know, it might have been the ending of a relationship or something like this that just really affected your finances in a very negative way. You've been trying to create some kind of stability for yourself. You know, you might even be in a process of you took up some kind of education. You've been getting some kind of training. This is Earth sign energy too, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right? I feel like it's invoking that sort of energy. I feel like it's the carryover work of the Taurus North Node. Like you learned a lot through rising up into that Taurus North Node before it moved into Aries. And now you're in the place where it's like, okay, you're applying what you learned. Like don't lose the lessons that you learned there. Like you need to stay on task. You need to continue to invest in what you want to grow for yourself, because where you're looking for a revival, a resurgence, a refresh on your love life, like that's coming, okay, with the Judgment here. It's coming, all right? But Ace of Swords, you know, it's the truth. You can count on this. This is coming in. In fact, I see this really coming in for you, you know, during the winter season. I feel like holiday times, you know, there's really going to be maybe a trip that happens sometime around the holidays. Yeah, I really feel like this is when you get your victory in matters of the heart, okay? But I feel like fall for you is about following through. There is something that starts to get cooking in the romance department. It comes through somebody expressing their feelings towards you, all right? This has something to do with healing a connection as well. I see this as somebody you were cut off from in the past. You may have strong air sign placement in your chart, or be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? But there is some kind of karma being balanced out in this situation. I think whoever this is, they've had their eye on you for a while. This is nothing new. Communication may start online. This is something coming in. I feel like you can't see it right now because you've had your blinders on. And maybe you've also been a little distracted from some drama going on around you, okay? And again, this may be something that you don't see coming because you've been very focused on what you've been doing. And there may be a lot of competition for this person, or you may be stepping into a very coveted position, you know, in terms of your career. But I see gratification here. Look at this. Boom. Wish fulfillment. But first you gratify yourself. Do you see this? And it was 25:25 on the clock. Nine of Cups is very much about a self-gratification. It's like personal fulfillment. And I feel like you can't let this goal slide. You just can't. You've been working too hard on this. It's all about staying focused on your North Node, man. All right? And if you're a Capricorn North Node, this is very important for you. Don't lose your head, okay? Don't lose your head because you got butterflies in your tummy, all right? The love is promised. The love is there, all right? It is. And it's very ardent, all right, with the Knight of Wands here, okay? This is a passionate connection. It's an emotional connection. It's real. It'll move forward. And it'll blow your mind. I don't think you see this coming. I do not think you see this turn of fortune coming for you, all right? With the Wheel of Fortune here. But this is justice. It's karmic balance. But first, you need this fulfillment. You see what I'm saying? Don't lose the lesson, all right? Love is on its way. Let it develop. Let it develop over time. Don't get distracted. Don't lose the lessons in self-worth that you gained, okay? This is your light at the end of the tunnel that you've been hoping for while you've been doing the work, okay? You've really been doing the work. You've closed out a lot of old cycles with the death here, and your new beginning is coming, okay? It's coming in the fall. I feel that very strongly. And there you are, you know, sitting pretty, sitting pretty. Sitting pretty. I love this. I love it when the devil comes up in a Capricorn reading. Look at this. Sitting pretty. I ain't getting chained to nothing right now. That's going to hold me back. I am sitting pretty. I'm staying focused. I got my eyes on the prize. I'm not going to lose this opportunity to step into my destiny and what I'm building because I have been disappointed before. And fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And I'm not going to play the fool anymore. I'm staying in my independent power. I'm owning my fire. And I know that whoever's meant for me, they'll be there on the other side to greet me after I fulfill myself. Okay, this is beautiful. This is two people I feel are really doing the work. They're coming together. It looks really good. Okay, so keep in your independent energy. Don't lose that. Because that's what turns this person on about you. Actually, they like that you're very independent. They like that you're very focused on what you're building for yourself. They find that hot, man. They find it a turn on, okay? So let's see here. Let's get some angel advice for you. I'm looking like it's shaping up pretty good for you. It looks like you guys have been doing your work, man. Bottom of the deck energy left. Confirmation, the sun. There's the sun. The sun that's promised in the star, man. Your fortune's on the rise. If you've been going through a rough cycle, if things have been really difficult for you, you're getting to the other side of this. You may have been dealing with some difficult circumstances, some karma related to some fixed signs. So you could have been dealing with a Leo. You could have been dealing with a Taurus. You could have been dealing with an Aquarius. You could have been dealing with a Scorpio. You could have been dealing with an Ophiuchus, okay? But I feel like there's something you've transformed here. And it's like truth's coming out in situations. You're letting, you know, things fall where they need to fall. I do feel like there's some stuff you're releasing. I do feel that there's a lot you're releasing from the past. You're closing old chapters, old karmic cycles. We see that with the death coming in with the Tower. There's a lot of Scorpio references in this read. Scorpio could be playing a very strong role in this situation. It could be a lot of just your Scorpio South Node stuff too, like all the transformational work you've been doing. I feel like you've released a lot. It's like, here comes the sun. You know, you're getting to the other side of it. It says restoration of life and protection from adversaries. So, you know, where you have had, you know, people in competition with you, people, you know, kind of like giving you a run for your money. You're overcoming this. Look at this. High Priestess, success and protection from magistrates. And right behind that, we got Queen of Swords again. You may have a very strong air sign placement in your chart. You could be in business, in some kind of metaphysical business as well. You could be a reader. There could be some spiritual component to the work that you do. You may even feel like there have been people that have been like trying to like send attacks, you know, on that level, like spiritual warfare against what you're trying to build for yourself. Woo! Oh, this just fell on the ground. Yeah, okay. That was interesting. The sun is what fell on the ground. Yeah, maybe trying to block your success. We're trying to cause problems, you know. But I see you're overcoming this, okay? Because it says ritual and ceremony can acquire all treasures of heaven and earth. All right, so I think you're going to cut through that BS. You've been dealing with any of that, and whoever this is, you know, that's in this role. If you're a metaphysical worker, you know, you're stepping into your success here. If people have been trying to throw stuff your way, they may be finding that, you know, the magic's weak. Yeah, look, this King of Pentacles energy, you're very much in your power, man. You're like, nope, this is mine. Ain't no one taking it from me. I love how the sword's so relaxed on his shoulder, too. It's like, I don't even need to defend myself from this magic. It's so weak. All right, any further guidance, angels? It looks like you got your new beginning, okay? By the springtime, you're really going to be sitting pretty, okay? Really going to be sitting pretty financially. I feel like that's also when you might enter into a new home, a new living arrangement. You might buy a new house. You might get an upgrade, right? The moon, Gabriel. Divine revelation reveals messages, has the power to destroy, okay? So, again, there is this like peace coming in. You do have somebody approaching you, okay? There is somebody coming in. They're approaching you. It's coming in with romantic, passionate vibes. I get this peace. This person may try to really push things because there is a passionate energy with it. They might try to like really push the river and try to get things to happen on their timeline. Like they might try to encourage you to like jump on it. I think you need to remember that, you know, that can really be a distraction for you. It has the power to destroy what you're building if you just jump into this too fast. Like, let the situation reveal itself to you with the moon energy. You know, when we know the moon's in play, there's a lot that, you know, is kind of still remaining to be seen. There also may be subconscious pitfalls in this situation or things working beneath the surface that need to come to light. And this can just even be sabotaging elements. It actually might really work to your advantage to stay focused on what you're building at this time and not to get distracted, you know, by the love piece. 3311, this could be a big key for coming into alignment with this person and really having it stick, having it work. I feel like you have challenges with this person that's approaching you. So there's really a need to have a different kind of foundation moving forward. It seems like it's very essential for you to stay in your independent energy. It's very essential for you not to abandon what you've been working on, get all caught up in this. If you do that, you're going to really lose out, right? There's a need for you to go for your own personal gratification, wish fulfillment first, really seeing through, following through what you're building and say, look, right now, I can't do that. I got to see through my vision. I got to follow my heart. I got to see this through. I'm remembering why I started and I'm going to finish it, man. And we can talk and you know, I can make some time to drop in with you, but I'm not going to like abandon ship just because you decided to bring your ships into my heart. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is somebody that you've had unhealthy patterns with before. I get that very strongly. And I just feel like right now it could be complicating and it could really get in the way of your success if you let this distract you. So hit your mark, launch whatever it is you're launching, finish up your schooling, whatever you're focused on right now, pedal to the metal, okay? Follow through and fall. You'll really have like a big moment of success if you do that, all right? And then, you know, maybe you can plan a little holiday getaway with this person or something, you know? Then maybe you can move more forward with the love piece and that looks good at that time, okay? Let's get a cut of the deck energy on this from the angels. Yeah, look at that. Bam, Ace of Pentacles. There it is. This is protected, and it's important that you protect this too, because you've been building this. You've been investing this. You've been working on this. 3511, and you're just about to come into alignment with your success. You're so close, so don't miss the mark now. Don't get distracted by some D, okay? or some good punani. You know what I'm saying? Don't get distracted, okay? What's yours cannot be taken from you. And anybody who puts like pressure tactics in play and says, well, you're going to miss the boat, well, then fine. Like that boat can sail on because you ain't it, if that's the case. I'm telling you, you got these divine blessings marked for you. And what's going on right now is spirits just really protecting you by sending you signs, letting you like really feel out when something don't feel right. Like trust it, okay? Because it's all to protect what you've been building. And this is going to bear fruit. Like what you've been growing, it's going to hit the mark. You're going to be so happy that you stayed focused come spring. This wanted to come off too. So yeah, 8 of Swords. Like, yeah, don't lose your head. Do you remember in the past when you lost your head? When you lost your head over this person and then it really rocked your stability? Okay, don't let it happen again. Truth and justice. Protection from enemies who would steal one's fortune. I can't make it up. All right, stay focused. Stay focused. Be smart. All right, let's go ahead and get you an overarching theme. Real straight to the point read with you. I really like this. What's here? Oh, there's our 10 of Hearts. Okay, well, I'm not even going to use this deck, but I had to lift this deck to get to the Halloween Oracle. Halloween might be special for you this year. That's been coming through for quite a few people. I think just October in general is going to be a time when things actually really like come to like a harvest point. October 14th, we have all the eclipse season wrapped up. So at that point, anything that we can't see now, we'll be able to see very clearly at that time. We'll definitely know where we're going, what we're doing, who we're going there with, okay? Yeah, bottom of the deck energy, ghost, regret, all right? You may be very quick to want to just jump in with this person. Maybe you have some regrets in this situation. Maybe this person has always kind of been the one who got away, you know, that kind of haunted you. There's still, it's like if the investment's there, it's there. If it's legit, it's legit. But what I get is that in this situation, you lost your head with this person before, you know? You lost all your common sense. You were all in. You didn't listen to your intuition. You didn't apply your wisdom, and you paid a heavy price. Okay, so this is about staying balanced so you don't regret it. Okay, you don't need to relive those old cycles. So can I please have an overarching theme for Capricorn Collective, so they can be prepared to achieve the best results as they enter into this lunar cycle that gets kicked off with that super blue moon in Pisces on August 31st. I mean, come on, man. It's looking way too good for you all. Don't blow it, man. Don't fumble it, right? When you're about to get a touchdown, okay? Don't fumble it now, man. Don't fumble it for some good. You know what I'm saying? If it's really good, it'll still be there. It'll still be there when you cross the finish line. You know what I'm saying? Whoever is meant for you, they're really going to want to see you empowered. They're going to want to see you successful, and they'll get it. And if they don't, they ain't it, you know? Pretty simple way to cut through, you know, all the BS and just keep it real and stay focused on what you've been building for yourself. Yeah, because look at this. I'm telling you, a lot of you are going to really find that place of home. It says happiness in our hearts and home. A lot of you are going to be moving. A lot of you are going to be really arriving, you know, at that place of really feeling satisfied with what you've built for yourself. It's a beautiful energy. It's got very like 10 of Pentacles kind of energy. All right. I do feel like you're going to be building with another, you know, and the right one will reveal themselves because they'll really be in it with you. They're not going to push you. They're not going to pressure you. You know what I'm saying? They'll make their intentions clear. They'll make their feelings clear. They'll be willing to grow with you. That's what I got. Okay. So if you deal with somebody who tries to like push you, it's important that you remember the experiences you've had with this person before. You know, the jack-o'-lantern is there not only to kind of like give a guiding light for those ghosts. Okay. You have the ghosts of regret, right, around you. And I feel like there's a guiding light that's, you know, drawing this to you so you can kind of resolve where you have regrets. Maybe there's things that you never said that you need to say, or maybe this person has regrets. But there's a light that guides forward. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you gotta allow this thing to develop, and also not forget where the situation was in the past with remembrance here. Resemblance, I almost said, you know. Be aware of anything that bears resemblance to negative, you know, cycles you've been through in the past. Don't ignore red flags, okay? I'm picking up this impulsivity piece. Like, this has been a red flag in the past. Like, you threw caution to the wind, you threw your heart into it, you lost your head, you went for the endorphins, you went for all the, you know, the pheromones, you know, all of the, you know, excitement, the adventure, the romance, and it really cost you, man. It cost you. And I just feel like you've been building something for yourself that you can't sacrifice this. You just can't. And you can't fumble the ball on yourself at this point. It's so essential that you see this through, okay? And I do think that there's something, you know, probably, you know, Halloween will probably be a special time, you know? You'll finally get to the other side of that hermit's journey. You might feel a bit like a hermit right now, you know? You might feel like you're kind of like really just staying focused on your own path, and at times that might feel a little bit isolating. Maybe you are wanting to have some fun. Maybe, you know, this person comes around, you're like, oh man, like adventure sounds good, especially if this person's like, let's go on a trip or let's connect, you know? But I think that you're gonna pull yourself back to center, you know. And if this is legit, if this offer's there, then it'll be there once you do what you need to do for yourself. Okay. That piece is just like really wanting to come in. Don't lose that piece. All right. You have the strength to see this through. You have the strength to overcome challenges of the past and create a better way forward for yourself. Remember where you've been to get where you need to go, and you won't miss the mark.